Money. It's just a small piece of green paper, but it controls basically everything. It's why we work. It's one of the reasons why we strive for success, and it causes arguments in many different areas in the world. One of those areas is sports. Recently, there's been a big stir in the college basketball world. A few schools in Division I college basketball have been accused of breaking the ultimate rule, which is illegally paying players. This hits home for me because I have been a beloved Louisville basketball fan all my life. This recent news has shattered the college basketball world and all of its loyal fans. There's always been speculations of this going on at programs, but when it is brought to reality like this, it starts to open up eyes. When a scandal of this magnitude occurs, it brings up a lot of questions. The main question is, how do we move forward, and should the NCAA pay players? I'm here today to explain why the NCAA should not pay players. There are many issues with potentially paying student athletes. One of the biggest is technically student athletes already get paid. When this argument is brought up, it is directly towards athletes on full athletic scholarships. These players receive not just a free education, but also free room and board. This is something that should not be overlooked, but commonly is. There are millions of college students who would give anything to potentially graduate college debt-free. Student athletes are treated better than any other type of student in America. One other thing given to student athletes that is overlooked is free professional coaching. According to Forbes magazine, football and basketball players pay an average of $2,000 to $3,000 a week after they graduate for similar training. Some feel that these athletes should get paid because a lot of them come from impoverished communities. One thing these people may not know is not only are these athletes offered an opportunity of a lifetime with a free scholarship, but they also have the chance to apply for a Pell Grant. According to SBNation.com, a Pell Grant is something that student athletes in need can apply for and can receive up to $5,000. In addition to a scholarship, athletes who come from less fortunate families will be able to receive additional aid. A lot of people on the side of paying student athletes feel that only male basketball and football players should be paid because they generate the most revenue. What these people don't realize is if this were to happen, then this would directly violate the Title IX law. The OdysseyOnline.com states that this law stipulates equal compensation for male and female athletes. This means no matter the sex or sport, all athletes must be paid the same, which would not only cause confrontation between athletes, but there would also not be enough money to do this. According to NCAA.com, there are 460,000 Division I and Division II student athletes. There is just simply not enough money to go around. Fact of the matter is, not everyone will be happy on either side of the argument, but there are ways that the NCAA can help with this problem. The current rule for the NBA is in order for a player to enter their name in the draft, they must be 19 or older or 1 year removed from high school. The rule used to be was that players could enter the draft at 18 with no years after high school needed. Changing this rule back will give players a chance to make a salary immediately. I'm not saying this will eliminate the problem altogether, but I feel it will limit the scandals and it will allow players who have no interest in a college education pursue their dreams. This will also solidify the fact that college students are amateurs and not professionals. In conclusion, there is clearly a problem that needs to be fixed with college athletics, but paying players is not the answer. There is a way to get college basketball back to the good old days. the where athletes appreciate the value of a free education. Paying players will only complicate things more than they already are, and that is not what we need. Let's urge the NCAA to change the rule back so players can have the choice to decide their own future.